Hello and welcome to Destiny Digits. This is the expression number 6 reading. Your expression number tells you about the potential that you have in this life. So this reading is almost like a progress report to see where we are on the path to our potential. So as a 6, you have the potential of being a nurturer, just very loving, balanced, sympathetic. You're a caretaker, compassionate. I almost think of the Queen of Cups when I think of 6. Okay, so this 5-card spread is going to tell us about what's over and done with, what's over but still lingers on, where we're heading, what we're expecting, and what are we supposed to learn from this. So after we read the 5 cards that came out, we will look at the bottom of the decks, and then I also had one extra card that come out, so we'll also reference that. Alright, let's get going. So looking at the first row, what is over and done with? So here we have, you have the power to comfort yourself when you are upset. Place your hand gently over your heart. Send yourself unconditional love to ease tension and frustration. And so listen, what's over and done with? Feeling lost in our own emotion. Right? So 6s, you guys are lovers. You're just protective, you're responsible. Like sometimes you will give everything you have to others, even if it's at your own detriment, right? So sometimes that's the energy of self-deprecation, giving and giving and giving until we are exhausted and have nothing left. And so in the event that you were in those energies of the past, you are now moving to the space where you understand how to be your own healer. You know how to bring peace to yourself when you are in situations that seem to have zapped everything from you emotionally. And so you are learning how to bring comfort to self. That means you're pulling out all of your energies, your expectations from others, and you are stepping into the power that you have to bring peace to you. And so this is a direct way that you can do that. It says, place your hand gently over your heart. Send yourself unconditional love to ease tension and frustration. And so no, you're not walking into this life where no longer will you ever be frustrated, but you're moving into this place of empowerment where you know how to almost bandage yourself, put yourself back together so that you can move forward. So beneath this practice self-soothing, we have the Chariot. So what is over and done with? Well, we are done with us being so depleted that we cannot even move forward. We can't make progress. We are stagnant. We are stunted. We are stuck. So no longer are you stuck in your own pain or frustration. And in reality, you are actually moving forward. No longer are you lacking direction because you can't see through obstacles or you can't see through your own frustration. Those times are done. So the Chariot talks about victory. It talks about overcoming obstacles. And so anything that stopped you from understanding the true path and the true direction that you should be on is done. Beneath the Chariot, you literally have purpose. I know what I'm here to do, right? And so listen, when you are riding that chariot, chariots are full speed ahead. There's no turning back. And so once you're on, you absolutely have to be clear and sure about where you're going. For good or for bad, you are prepared for what's to come. And so that is the space that you are in, 6s. I think that's beautiful. Card number 2 talks about what's over, but the effects still linger on. It says, ask a dream for guidance. Dreams offer wisdom beyond logic. Tonight, ask a question before bed. In the morning, write down a dream and look for the answer. And so, you not being tapped into self, you not being in touch with self, you not understanding what you need and how to move you to this space of true happiness is over. And so 6s, you this is almost like you are spiritually ascending and you are understanding that certain aspects of your dreams can give you the answers that you need. And so think about not just the dreams that you have at night, but think about your daydreams, because sometimes I know not everybody always remembers what they dream. Some people may not dream at all. And so think about your daydreams. If you were to slip away into your thoughts during the day, where would they take you? If you were able to live your dream life, what would that look like, right? And so this is about using any dreams whether it's a night dream, a daydream, or just a dream that you muster up, allowing those dreams to give you clues as to where you're being guided, what you're being guided to do. Now, beneath Ask a Dream for Guidance, we have the Ace of Cups. This is about an open heart. This is about a new beginning. It's about happiness. It could be fertility, right? So this could genuinely be a new relationship, but this is just almost like a new moment to be able to love, a new opportunity where love can play a key role. Okay, and so you're moving past moments in life where your heart really didn't have a space, where your heart wasn't able to play or to contribute to the path ahead. And so your heart's opening. And so your dreams are going to reveal to you the secrets of your heart. Beneath the Ace of Cups, we have success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. How beautiful is that? And so when you are living sixes, like you are lovers and caretakers, like this is your energy. And no matter what you've been through, you don't know how to stop loving. Like that's just not it. And so when you go through things, I think it is so beautiful to come out of struggle, but to still have the ability to love. And that's where you are now. No matter what it was before, I think you understand that love is the priority. That is the goal of this human existence. Sometimes we have to lack love in order to understand its importance, right? Card number 3 talks about where we're heading. It says, stop trying to fix people. It is not your job to fix anyone. Allow people the dignity of their own path. So listen, sixes. When sixes are not operating in their best, they can be overly responsible, kind of suffocating, doormats, overly protective. And so all of those energies are really not to harm people. They're to it's to help people, but sometimes we can overextend ourselves. We can cross our boundary and we can step beyond somebody else's boundaries, right? We can start carrying things that others should carry. And so you're heading to a place where you're not going to be overexerting yourself. You're not going to be giving more to others than you receive. You're not going to try to fix people. You are not going to be this doormat. You're not going to be responsible or feel compelled to be this savior. That's done. We all have our own path. And I think you're understanding that what truly makes your heart come alive is when you honor your purpose and your path, and when you follow your version of success. You are not here to be responsible for the path that others take or where their path takes them. You can be a guide, you can be a helper, you can love them, you can protect them in the most healthy of ways. But at some point, you have your own path to walk, and so does everyone else. So beneath stop trying to fix people, we have the Emperor. So this is where you're heading. You're heading to a place. The Emperor talks about discipline, structure, stability. This is being able to make a plan and stick to it. Literally under the Emperor, we have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. And so sixes, you are unapologetically about to move into this new space in life. And I think that can be a game changer, because a lot of people are probably very used to you being a certain kind of way, being available, being accessible, and doing more for them than they may have been willing to do for themselves. But if you're operating from a clean and pure heart, you realize that yes, your purpose is to love, but it's not at the detriment of you. And so in this Emperor, you are going to be very disciplined and focused and logical. You are going to plan your move. You are going to plan your work and work your plan, right? Whatever you set your mind to, you can achieve and you can have. And so the Chariot comes after a period of no growth. The Ace of Cups, the open heart, the new beginning, comes after something that seemed to be dead, after something that didn't allow you to feel alive, to come alive and dream. You are now able to tap into the dreams that lead you to success. Your heart is revealing to you what it most needs, right? You are on path to your purpose. You have purpose, success, and discipline. Chariot, Ace of Cups, and the Emperor. So far, your first 3 cards, you are not effing around, sixes. Like this is a pivotal moment, and it's actually beautiful. And so when we look at this as a progress report, as a check-in to see where you are on your path to potential, like it's game time. clearly. Card number 4 talks about what you're expecting. So as you step into this energy of leveling up, we have meditate on the spaciousness of air. When you are stuck, picture yourself in an open, airy space with room to move and breathe. Let yourself feel free and empowered. This is saying nothing can hold me, right? Even the biggest obstacle, even the biggest challenge that I have to overcome, it is not too big. Anything that comes my way is divinely designed for me to achieve, to overcome, to excel. Anything that comes my way, I can actually handle it. And so when we are in those positions of feeling stuck, like we may not have the answers, this is saying make room through meditation. You can create the space, right? Always feel free, always feel empowered, no matter what is coming at you. Beneath that card, we have the Four of Pentacles. Now remember, we're talking about what we're expecting. So the Four of Pentacles can kind of talk about a card of holding on, saving, security, possibly, issues with control. But because we have discipline followed by the Four of Pentacles, I feel like this is saying that you are really expecting that you are in this energy of the Four of Pentacles. Like, this is how you see yourself, as being secure. No matter what happens around you, you are committed to whatever this thing is, whatever this next movement is for you. You're not letting go. You're not budging. Now, certain things will have to be released from the past. Anything that kept you stuck or bound, anything that didn't allow you to feel free and empowered must go. But at the same time, I think that you are so committed to what it means for you to have your stability and your structure, right? So we can look at the Four of Pentacles both ways. We need to release the things that keep us stuck, but we also need to be grounded and hang on to the things that commit us to our path and our mission. Beneath the Four of Pentacles, we have Judgment. So remember, this is the card that's in the position of what are we expecting? It says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. And so the way you look at people, places, and things, and even self, has to be from a higher perspective, right? And so we can't be stuck in these rigid ways of thinking. One, we have to be mindful of how we speak to ourselves, how we judge ourselves. And so I feel like, you are moving to a place where you have an elevated perception. You can see things from a higher perspective, right? And so you just better understand you and how you relate to the people, places, and things around you. Sometimes when we make a judgment about a person, place, or thing, it compels us to act in a certain way. And so if we are no longer in this place of self-deprecating, we just realize that, hey, everybody's going through their own stuff because that's their path. It doesn't mean I have to pick up or I have to do anything to assist them, right? It's really just understanding that we have our own unique paths, and we're not responsible for carrying anything other than what is on our path and position for us. So card number 5 is like, what am I supposed to learn from this situation? What was the point of going through this? Well, we have release fear. Stop inventing scary stories about the future. Stay in the now and affirm your strength. So 6 is your lovers, and you're emotional, and you're intuitive, and you really hope for the best. You really want a life that's stable and balanced. That's really what you work for, not only to have for yourself, but for others. You are a great family person. People can come to you for peace and solace, and you're very compassionate and loving. So you make a great source for wise counsel. Okay? And so the point of you learning or going through whatever this most recent experience was, it was so that no matter what comes your way, you realize that you are you and your strength is stable and secure. You don't have to fear the unknown, right? Even if you can't see what lies ahead, it doesn't mean that it has to be something scary. And so the Emperor here is literally about you being disciplined in how you govern yourself. Right? You need to be disciplined in how you perceive life. And you need to understand that Everything that happens for you and not to you. Beneath release fear, we have the Knight of Cups. This is a card of romance, loving intentions. This could be a person that enters your life. This could be an energy that you need to walk in. You know, this Knight of Cups is someone who is in pursuit of love. They understand that love is the most powerful substance in this life, and they are unafraid to go after it, to offer it, or even to recognize that it actually genuinely exists. And so I almost feel like you are called to step into love as opposed to this fear. Once you release this fear, once you stand in your own strength and affirm and build yourself up, this Knight of Cups can come to you because you're in a place of balance, but you can also resonate as just this loving provider, this person that really shows up, pursues love, is unafraid of love, and has a lot of love to offer. Beneath the Knight of Cups, we have growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. And so you are supposed to learn how to grow through situations that attempted to keep you stagnant, stuck, and regressing in some kind of way. That was the point of this. You were supposed to be so held down and so pulled under that you had no choice but to rise, right? And so this looks like you finding your purpose. This looks like you realizing that my ability to love doesn't have to be a crutch. It doesn't have to be, something that hurts me when it's balanced. And when I love from my heart and from a place of intuition, like I really can do this love thing right? When I'm in my own power, when I'm disciplined, anything I want, I can set my mind to. I'm responsible for me and no one else. Sometimes situations will appear that seem to be stuck in the way I judge them and perceive them matter. I'm always stable. I'm always secure. And anything that comes my way is really coming for my benefit and not for my detriment. And so once we release this fear about what's to come or what we're going through or who's going to enter our life, we really can get on this journey of love, and growth can be our priority. Everything that happens to us or through us is really to grow us, no matter what it feels like. So go ahead, let's review the bottom of the decks. So to the far right, the first card at the bottom of our deck says, make peace with uncertainty. It may take a while to find clarity about a situation. Be patient. Know that invisible healing forces are at work during this phase. So at some point, this literally looks like the Hangman. At some point, you have to surrender. You're not going to know everything all the time. And in your heart of hearts, you just want to know how to bring clarity to situations. You just want to know how to make things better, but sometimes information can only come when it's divinely meant to come. And so when we don't have the answers that we're looking for, what are we supposed to do? It says be patient. Be patient is not about waiting, but it's about how you wait. It's about how you wait. Are you waiting with gratitude that you know the outcome that's coming is really the best for all? Or are we waiting in anxiety and fearing? And so this is saying that sometimes there are bigger things, all the time. The stories that we live are very small. They feel big because they belong to us, but in the grand scheme, they're very small, but they all matter in a bigger cosmic story. And so there are some things you just don't know, and that is always going to be a consistent thing in life. You not knowing everything all the time. Make peace with the unknown and realize that in situations where you don't have the answers, when you don't know the way, it's because something bigger does. And you have to wait. You have to wait in grace. You have to wait in peace for things to be revealed to you in the divine right time, right? Now beneath that, the second card at the bottom of the tarot deck, we have justice. This is saying, listen, everything is working out not only in your favor, but in the favor of all parties involved. Even when you don't know what's to come, trust that there is a divine plan that is really working for everybody to have justice. Now, whatever justice means whatever you put out, you get back, right? And so sixes, I just think about you in love. I think about the way you give. Think about all that you've done for others. At some point it will return as soon as you realize you are worthy of its return. As soon as you remove yourself from situations, people, places, and things that really don't seem to be a part of your purpose or your success. Anything that stops you from being disciplined or focused probably doesn't have too much of a purpose or a place in what's to come for you. Beneath justice, we have doubt. It says, I release the need to know all the answers. So again, 6 is, for your own peace, you just want to know. You just want to be able to have the answers so you know how to move, where to move, and who to move with. But this is saying that justice for all is always happening. And there is a divine plan that is bigger than our small stories. So realize that things are always working out in our favor. And we tend to doubt that because we can't see. But we will always, at some point in life, not see something. You need to learn the point of this. How do you soothe yourself when you don't know? How do you soothe yourself when you can't hear, when you can't see? What do you follow? What do you hang on to? Right? How do we maintain peace in chaos? And so 6 is, you have the potential to be this nurturer, this compassionate and loving person. But the idea is that you have all of those abilities because you can provide that to others. But first, you must learn how to provide that to self when you are going through situations that seem to be shaking you at your core. And so you can rid yourself of doubt when you understand that this is a divine plan that's really just for all. And when you can make peace without knowing all the answers, you'll never be stuck. Right? Because you're always growing. You're either growing by your own hand or you're growing by the hand of the divine. But nonetheless, you're always moving forward, whether you can see the road ahead or whether you cannot. Now, we did have an extra card come out to the far left, and it's peace. It says, I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. 6 is, you literally vibrate love. You know, you are a great lover, a great provider, a great partner, a great friend. Like you embody love, but you have to know that and believe that and trust that. There's nothing more powerful than love. And as a 6, that is the energy you naturally possess. And so when chaos comes, when things seem to fall apart, when it seems like we're not growing, we're not progressing, we have no plan or no purpose, love is the constant. In any storm, in any challenge, in any obstacle. And so when those fears start to come in, when those doubts start to come in, when we don't have the answer and don't have the way, this is about you being able to soothe yourself and make peace in the unknown. Realizing that even in the unknown territory and times, you are exactly where you are meant to be. And so this is about you tightening up your energy, tightening up your ability to stay stable amidst the storms, right? And when you're following your heart, when you're open to your love, when you're open to this mission, when you're judging and perceiving your story from a higher understanding, like you're almost unstoppable in what you can attract and what you can become, right? But it takes a level of peace for you to grow and to expand. Chaos has a way of keeping us stuck in low-level energies. 6 is, I'm hoping this was helpful. Totally am. But let's just talk. You have the Chariot, the Ace of Cups, the Emperor, the Four of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups, all ending with Justice at the bottom of the tarot deck. And so anything that didn't seem like it was going to balance itself out or work, as long as you stay disciplined and true to what you are here to do, things are going to work out. But you can't control what you can't control, right? So release the things that we can't control. Be mindful of how we judge and perceive situations, and realize that even when you're stuck, you're not stuck. It's just a place of surrender where you need to listen and learn another way. But maintaining peace seems to be the priority here. Okay, 6s, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm hoping this was helpful. Take care.